Hey everybody, we are back at the Hurricane HQ for our official 11:30 a.m. tropical update for August 23rd, 2020. And right now we have two tropical systems in the Atlantic, both tropical storms as of 11 a.m. advisory, and both are heading towards Louisiana. And right here on the screen now, we actually have Tropical Storm, I'm sorry, that is not Laura, that is Marco. Tropical Storm Marco, sorry about that. And right now there are hurricane warnings up for parts of Louisiana, tropical storm warnings for parts of Mississippi, and a few more tropical storm watches in not only Louisiana, but a few other areas. And today's comment is again ours. Just would like to let everybody know that our website is now optimized for smartphone. So now I would like to jump right in to our NOAA forecast. And first we're going to start with Marco. And right here is the current forecast cone as of 11 a.m. It is forecast to become a Category 1 hurricane, I would say, by later today. Right now, it's at maximum sustained winds of 70 miles per hour. Once it gets to that 74, it is officially a Category 1, and I believe it could get to that in the next few advisories. And I think the potential is here for it to develop in the following hours or even day. Now, we have a lot of data now available for the system. We now have the arrival times of winds, and I'll turn on the wind speed probabilities, but we're most likely going to be seeing these tropical storm force winds hitting Louisiana by around Monday 8 a.m. Possibly some areas by Monday 2 a.m., although I think that's a little bit less likely. And we can see this system is actually going to start turning right into Texas once it hits Louisiana and New Orleans area. And we could possibly see these tropical storm force winds reaching all the way up in central Mississippi and even parts of Alabama and Texas. Here's our peak surge map, and we're looking at, with this system, up to 4 to 6 feet of storm surge, and that is for this area. Around 2 to 4 over here, 1 to 3 over here. I think all of these areas, at least 2 feet, I would say. And, sorry about that. HC. Alright, so now let's just take a look at the Tropical Storm Laura forecasts. And this one also takes it making landfall into Louisiana. Actually forecasted to become a little bit stronger. A Category 2 at 100 miles per hour around here. And not going to hit central Louisiana, but definitely impacts there. And 2 hurricanes hitting the same area is definitely not good, and possibly they could interfere with each other later into the week. So this is definitely something to watch. Now, here's our warning surface wind, and we're getting these tropical storm watches issued all the way around to the very south part of Florida, Key West area, even parts of the Bahamas, and tropical storm warnings for the entire island of Cuba, the very southern Bahamas, and most of the Dominican Republic and Haiti, Puerto Rico, and all over here, all these islands over here. Your tropical storm warnings have been allowed to expire, although I believe a tropical weather statement may still be in effect, although most likely no impacts for these areas. And here's our wind history for this system, and it shows only tropical storm force, so not hurricane force yet. Now I'd like to jump right over to our tropical tidbits forecasts, and let's head right over to Marco first. And we can see in the infrared plus image if it will work. Actually, it does have percentages. It looks like we can see a buildup of an eye around here. Once this loads. Alright, 57%. I guess that's new. Well, we can see a bit of a buildup of an eye around here. Alright, it should now be working. A little bit of a buildup, so definitely something to watch around here. And it's getting a lot more organized, and that means that it is getting stronger. Its pressure is now, I believe, 900, and I believe it's, for Marco, it is 993 millibars. For Laura, it is 1004 millibars. So Marco right now is stronger, although Laura is forecasted to get stronger. And the spaghetti models for this system in the European mostly showed hitting Louisiana for Marco, along with the GFS model. Some of them showed getting quite strong, around 990 millibars, and some even showed weak air strengthening as it passes through New Jersey. So that's something to watch. I guess it's possible. Delaware, New Jersey area, and possibly some kind of system forming off the coast, although I think impacts there are unlikely. And with our Canadian model, we are actually seeing these models still affecting the mid-Atlantic over here. This one actually getting stronger over land, which I've never seen before. And some of these models look like it's getting near 970 millibars, so decently strength storm there. Our intensity guidance mostly show it heading into tropical storm status and weakening, although I think it might be possible for it to jump into Category 1 hurricane status in the next few days, as the cone suggests. It would most likely be a weak tropical storm, and with Tropical Storm Laura, as you can see right here is our European model. More of these models take it more to the western Louisiana and right through the mid-Atlantic area. It really does depend. And with the GFS, again, it takes it through the mid-Atlantic. Actually, some of these models decently strong. And the Canadian model, again, up to the mid-Atlantic. So most of these models bring it right through the mid-Atlantic. And that is most likely where it will head. Although I think it will be relatively weak. And some of these models even showing quite strong, near 960 millibars in pressure. So this could be something serious, even for Texas, if it did move that way. And our intensity guidance shows, like, I would say near 80% of these models actually getting into Category 1, and a few of them peak into Category 2, which I think is still likely. And here's our infrared image. Let's see. Hopefully this will load faster than the last one. And everybody, if you would like to see the latest updated graphics, you can always look on NOAA.gov or even our website. Although right now our website's not updated. I guess it's been having some problems when I was trying to update it. So today it wasn't even working in the last few days. Although hopefully I can fix the problem. And it looks like it's finally loading. And it looks like now you can see a little bit of a organization around here. It's starting to look more like a tropical storm. And like I said, it already affected Puerto Rico. And right now it's over the Dominican Republic, about to move on its path through Cuba. If it did move either north or south of Cuba, it would technically get a lot stronger. And possibly a major hurricane if it did move that way. Although I think it's most likely going to head through Cuba, as this model is showing it. Now let's take a look at our forecast models, and right here you can see is our GFS sounding here, and I'm sorry with the background noise. So you can see right now it's at 994 millibars is what this model is showing. In just a little bit, it'll start to get stronger. And it actually shows it hitting Louisiana area at 993 millibars in pressure. As this actually looks like more of a Category 1 to even 2. And it actually does show it. I do not know where this is. It looks like it's going to pass through the mid-Atlantic Ocean. Maybe through Delaware area. So possibly some enhanced rainfall there. Definitely for the mid-Atlantic. Now let's just take a look at our one more model. Let's take a look at this one for Aurora. And this one is showing it's decently strong. It shows it getting, it's saying above 1,000 millibars for a while, and it shows it getting to about 965 millibars, which, this is crazy. This actually looks like a category 3 to my best guess. 947 millibars. Okay, yeah, this model shows it getting really strong. It shows it getting up to 947 millibars, which is crazy. That looks like category 3 or possibly even category 4 for this area. That is crazy. This is completely crazy. Alright, well, if this did happen, this would definitely not be good for Louisiana and even parts of East Texas. And pressure like this in this system can definitely do a lot of damage. And it looks like it'll stay as a hurricane for a good amount of time. See what it looks like? It looks like it's staying under 997 millibars for a while now. I'm not totally sure where it is, but it looks like in the middle of the U.S. and possibly some mid-Atlantic impacts of the system. But what I think is just possible downpours, tropical downpours, and at most tropical storm force winds. And now let's just take a look at the windy forecasts, and I'm just going to stick with the ECMWF model for now. And this model is showing it get decently strong. It looks like this one's showing it getting to around category 1 hurricane status. Possibly category 2 coming. So it does look like just about category 2 hurricane. The ECMWF model is showing, and possibly an impact even in the Houston area. The GFS shows it's actually hitting more in the Louisiana area. I don't think the GFS is getting as strong. Although the GFS is showing it get quite powerful. I would say category 1 or near category 1 status. So this is totally something to watch in the next few days. And we could have a serious hurricane in the Gulf. Definitely something to watch. And it looks like this system actually comes out near North Carolina. And it's just quite weak when it comes out. Although some development may be possible, which it is showing. It remains tropical storm status. The only major impact I would see from this system is if it went up the East Coast, which is definitely a possibility, although I think is less likely. Well, everybody, I think I'm going to end this video here. I guess I'm going to end this video here, so if you guys have any questions, I can answer them now, and if not, I guess I'll end the video here. My next update will probably be around 6 o'clock later, or possibly even around 8 to cover that latest update from the National Hurricane Center. And I guess I'll end this video here, and I'll see you in the next one. And make sure you comment on this video, and you might get featured. See you in the next one.